D1do and Breathe. Wow, very, very powerful, beautiful music.
Beautiful.
So this question is actually for you, D1do. So you started your music career a little bit later in life. Could you actually elaborate a little bit more on this epiphany you had?
Of course, yeah. Thanks for the question. Basically, from being a little child that always had visions going to bed, performing on stage, but you know, you're young, you're just like, oh, it's just a random vision. So I kind of repressed it, pushed it away. But it was years later, actually, until I was 27 years old, when I had this realization where I was like, maybe it wasn't a coincidence. Maybe it wasn't just a random childhood vision, but what if it was a blueprint or some kind of pathway that was being revealed from a childhood age of a potential destiny for myself? And you'd really only know without walking that path. And I actually wouldn't have met Jake even if I didn't honor and walk that path, which is still continuing to unfold. So
we're glad you made that decision.
Thank you.
Your songs talk about mental health and affirmation. Why do you think talking about this is so important? Because I love both mental health, affirmation. How does that relate with you?
I'd say it's actually a mix. I spent time in the yoga community, and they do something that's called mantras, and it's from actually more in the Eastern countries where you're chanting positive words and messaging, and sometimes it's in a form of prayer and ritual. But here in the West, you know, we've heard a lot, and there's a lot of science continuing to come out around affirmation. So it's almost inspiration from what I guess would be mantra music, and recreating it and mixing it with kind of more mainstream genres, as you would say, and interweaving it with the power and the scientific backing of affirmations. And through the form of just playfulness, when you're just singing a song as you would, subconsciously you're actually rewiring some of your neural pathways to maybe shift your vibration to a more positive state.
And do you incorporate that in your daily basis routine?
Absolutely. I would say it comes and goes in waves, I'm being truthful, but when I've gone through challenges, I find that's the time I bring it up the most, where it's like, you know, look in the mirror if you're feeling down, like remind yourself how amazing you are and all that you are and how far you've come to get where you are today. And ultimately that's the message that I know we're here to spread to the youth and everybody out there listening.
You're amazing, you're powerful, you're enough, you're sufficient, right?
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Jake and D1do, your lyrics, they are very powerful, and the melody, it sounds like an anthem. Do you think your music can change how people feel?
It changes how we feel, man. When we're up here singing it, it brings this like new
Absolutely.
energy into me, makes this new vibe, and I feel like the energy that you bring to a room is the energy that people are going to feed off of. So if I change my own state, other people are going to kind of feel that through my aura, and they're going to blend in, dance in, move around, right? So yeah, I think it definitely does change people's states and their feelings.
Amazing. And how is it the creative process? How do you guys gather, you know, all the inspiration and then, you know, kind of represent it in a artistic level?
I would say it's definitely channeled between both of us. It's like, as much as we're writing this music, it's definitely coming through. And I think
at 3 a.m. every night, man, like we have.
Do you guys do any type of like ritual where you guys sit down or just?
Here it is. Have a busy day, pass out really early, wake up at 2:33, check Instagram or Facebook, see that either one's active, go, yo, I just found a beat, you want to write? Hop on a call, write like 3 tracks, go back to bed, and wake up the next morning and record
you
it.
want to write a music today?
When he's talking about channeling, it's crazy what happens. We wake up and it's cool.
Okay,
we
I'm calling you tomorrow at 2:30, okay?
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's great.
That's crazy. And what about your goals as singers, performers, musicians? What would you like to achieve?
Yeah, what
I would love to see this affirmation anthem message turn into a full experience. And I think a big part of the music is ultimately being able to sing along with those messages that you're obviously tuning into. So hopefully the message could spread wide enough to be received and memorized by others. And we'd love to see it on big screens behind us while we're performing, and honestly more anchor and hold a space for us to sing this music together and all feel the benefits of what it has to offer, and ultimately just spread the love through.
Is there
through
any
the
message that you guys want to pass to, you know, people at home?
100%.
A positive one.
Rise in love, everybody. Rise in love is the biggest one. And I wanted to add to those goals everything that D1do said, and I want to blow up big enough that I get interviewed by Nardwar.
Okay.
So, you know.
Good one.
Yeah, putting that out there as well.
I believe you.
All right, so Jake and Anthony, don't go anywhere.
Don't.
Because right after the break, we have more music.
Stay tuned for more. And welcome back to CMCTV Talent. My name is Daniela Pergoza.
And I'm Bosco, and today we have Jake Breathe and Anthony D1do. And before they sang their last song, how do people get in touch with you, listen to your music?
Share all your platforms.
So my name's Anthony DiDomenico, and you can find me on all social platforms, and I go by D1do Music with a 1, D1domusic.com, and here's Jake Breathe with some of his socials.
JakeBreathe.com, Jake Breathe Instagram, Jake Breathe Spotify, Jake Breathe Apple Music, Jake Breathe is me. Go
Follow
find
for
us.
more.
All right. So before you sing your last song, what is it about?
The last song's actually, it's Rise in Love, and that's exactly it. You know, we've been raised into hearing the idea of falling in love, which sounds like you're almost like going down
Yeah,
into something
that's
so
right.
beautiful. And I just love the term rise in love. And we have Alan Watts, who's opening actually with a sample there. And he says, why?
Why do you have
why
to
are we
fall in
falling?
love?
Yeah. And I think rising ultimately, in my opinion, is just really tapping into your full, honest expression of who you are and really letting that shine. And hopefully from that expression, magnetizing that person or that partner that's right for you and meets you on your highest state of being.
And that is vibrating the same type of energy as you.
You already know. Yes.
I'm not giving up when things get down, I'll lose it touch.
Let's go.
There's something changing us that's deep inside, we rise in love. All I can say, put aside your fears, you'll be okay. Cause I'm not giving up when things get down, we rise in love.
Like you said, man, no more falling, we rising. This is a new future, we building it. Get it.
Cause I'm not giving up when things get down, I lose it touch. There's something changing us that's deep inside, we rise in love.
Right after the break, there's more.
Stay tuned.